When I wrote my first ever YouTube video ideas down, I thought that it would be best to go for a Mr. Beast style video. Do home challenges, get a dumpster out and live in it for 24 hours. And it sounded cool and all, but then I changed my mind. I then went on to gaming. I thought, I have so many clips from all the times I gamed with my friends, and they were all very entertaining. Some clips got over 100 views. But then I grew out of that. I don't game on my PC anymore. I play games elsewhere, but I don't play those games, the online multiplayer games. Because they're just an endless hole. There's no end to them. You just play and play, and it's kind of all for nothing. It's good fun to hop on a local multiplayer game. I still do that today. Of course, you have your friends round, it's fun. But doing that, going online, playing Call of Duty and GTA, it got old pretty fast. I got over 500 hours on GTA Online. Trust me, it got very repetitive. And so I set my sights on something new. This was all in 2020, by the way, when I was 16. But I didn't end up posting my first video until I was 19 and a half. 1.5 years ago now. So what happened? Well, at that point, I was too scared to upload. What if people would judge me? What if people find out in my school? So I held back for a while, when I could have started in COVID. But then again, if I did, my YouTube channel probably would have gone down a very different path. But I started with the niche of autism, which is something close to me, which is something I've dealt with my whole life. Something I was diagnosed with at age 2. So I thought it'd be the best thing to start a YouTube channel sharing lessons and experiences with autism. And next month, start helping people. I want to offer a service where I hop on calls with people. And I'll start helping people for real. I'll set up the page soon. So why didn't I start a Mr. Beast style YouTube channel? Or a gaming channel? Well, it's simple really. It didn't feel real or authentic enough. Autism felt a lot closer to my heart because I dealt with it for so long. It was by far the better choice. Also, so many people were doing Mr. Beast content and gaming content. There are probably hundreds of thousands of content creators in gaming, and probably a lot fewer in Mr. Beast due to the costs of having such a channel. But still, you can see that it's just a frenzy for popularity. And that's not really for me. I'm not a clout chaser. In fact, I'm quite the opposite. I value true friendship and genuine growth in your passions, rather than trying to get attention from all of the corners of the world. I was never like that. I'm not an attention seeker. I'm a listener. I prefer to listen to other stories and offer my perspective. And that way, I don't rub off on the wrong people because I never talk to them in the first place. Same with these videos and the algorithm. They don't reach those people who could be easily irritated because I don't make content that they like. Only the people who seriously admire autism and the struggles of having it would watch me. And that feels so much more purposeful than digging in the well-trodden path to try and hit that gold mine to blow up on YouTube with a Mr. Beast style video or a gaming video. No, autism is that hidden gem that no one's discovered. Actually, there is a lot of autism content, but you will see autism videos on YouTube probably 1,000 times or more less than a gaming channel or Mr. Beast content on a randomized algorithm without your preferences in place. And I like that, There's a lot of, not just solace, but specialty in a small circle, like how there is around autism content. It feels like more exclusive content, and that's because it is. The very word of exclusion means to not include a lot of people, and I'm not doing that by force. Everyone's welcome. But it's voluntary exclusion, because people choose not to be part of the autism sphere, if you may call it that, because not enough people are interested. And for some reason, that small circle feels so much more valuable. Like you form genuine connections. You ever heard of that term where people say, I'd rather have 3 close friends than 100 normal ones? Deep down to everyone, that's true. You may think, if you are an attention seeker and you want validation, that the answer is having as many friends as possible. And trust me, I tried that when I was 15, 16 years old. I wanted to see how it would feel to be popular. It feels empty. Trust me, I've been there. I played patball with the popular kids. I hung out with them outside of school. They're judgmental people. They don't care about you. All of them, maybe except for 1 or 2 who are also in the same unfortunate situation as you, where you fell into the same trap as them. But when you leave that circle, they just move on. They don't care about you. You'd much rather have 2, 3, or 4 close friends. Maybe even 1. Because they're not influenced by the bad people around you. Because there are no bad people around you. And branching off with those 2, 3, 4 people is exactly how I feel in creating autism content, where the few people that care follow you, and the rest of the people are cleared out voluntarily. And that, I believe, is the most meaningful way to make content. Make it on something you love, no matter how little interest there is. Because there are 8 billion people in this world, and about half of them, if not more, are on Google and YouTube. At least some of them, chances will have it, will love what you say. And it's only a matter of time of when they will start watching your content and start following you. And I think this originality is the essence of a fruitful life. Nothing is more rewarding than having the people who love your passion surrounding you. Imagine living in a village where all the people around you were into art and you created art. That would be so awesome. That's what I want to do with autism. Because it's truly awesome to understand the difficulties of it and how to overcome them. Like I've tried with friends over time. One of my best friends in particular went from someone who doesn't socialize much to being a social butterfly in university. And that's way more rewarding than having all these people around you who haven't made progress in the thing you love. And neither should they, because they don't care about your passion. So I want to surround myself with that small group of people, form an alliance, and form a great life. This is why you should care about having a small group of people who love what you do, rather than 100 people who don't really care and they'll move on with their lives. I hope you see my perspective on why I chose to make autism content instead of flashy, very marketable content. I hope that was insightful for you. Thank you so much for listening. Take care and see you in the next video.